Hey, thanks for tuning in. So today's actually Thanksgiving, but our family festivities aren't until later this evening. Had the day off, so I decided to take advantage of the free time. Hey, don't be eyeballing none of my jewels back here, okay? This is all part of my redneck empire I got going on back here. Anyways, so today's game plan is we're gonna pull the third member out so that I can do the gear swap, get it into the tracker, and kind of get one thing checked off the list. So if you guys aren't familiar on these Toyota axles, they don't have a rear inspection cover like on most of your pickups. So what you got to do is there's 4 bolts here on each side. There's a flange and a brake backing plate. You pull these 4 bolts off. We're going to slide these axles out. You don't have to pull them out all the way. So if you can imagine, these axles come in to the gears, the side gears, and there's a little gap in there about yay wide. And so basically we just have to pull those out far enough that you can pull this out, and I'll show you all that as we go. There's a series of bolts around here. Like I said, once we get those out, you get these, you break the seal, this thing pops out, and all the gears, everything stays all together. And then we're going to take this unit. I have the gears, bearings, the locker set up, everything. We're going to take it over to my friend, and he is going to build it. I pick it up, put it back in, and I can go about my day and let him do what he does, and everybody should be on a win-win there. So let's go. That one's a little tough. I think the end of the bolt got a little boogered up there, so this one's going to probably fight us right to the end. There we go. Ooh, excuse me. Alright. Hey, real quick, just want to show you guys these. I've had a couple people ask me about these wrenches. I don't know if you guys can see this profile. So they're straight through with a slight offset right here, and I love these wrenches. These are actually made by Mac, but I think all the major tool companies have them now. I think even Gear Wrench has them, a couple other companies. Not sure if Craftsman does, but yeah, look for this style wrench, because this extra leverage makes a huge difference. And not only that, especially when you have these bolts that are like really tight that you can't get an impact gun on, just having that straight leverage on that bolt makes a big difference compared to a conventional wrench. So even like these, you have that little offset, and when you start putting torque, these things tend to want to roll around and sometimes come off the nut. So it just keeps your pressure even. Makes a big difference. So now let's give this a little tap and see. Ooh, I think she's gonna cooperate. I see daylight. And I drained this rear end, oh god, months and months ago. So hopefully shouldn't be any mess. Like I said, we don't have to pull these all the way out. Now I got a little gap. I could just stick my little pry bar in here, give her a little wedge just like that, and you'll feel it drop out of the side gear when you pull it. It'll kind of kick as this side drops, and that's really all you need. Okay, there's a little closer view here of what it looks like when you pull that out. There's a seal inside. Okay, same thing, got the other side off. didn't think I needed to show you guys both sides. So anyways, we're going to move on to the center section. Found it. So now I'm just going to go around with my little ratchet wrench, because if not, these nuts get stuck in the socket. Kind of a pain to take out. And I know this is probably a little bit tedious and boring, but I'm pretty sure if you guys are watching this, then you got a whole lot else going on. So alright, so we got all the bolts out, or nuts. A couple of the studs came out too, it's not a big deal. So depending on how many times this thing's been out and resealed, depends on how easy this typically comes out. Okay, look at that. Popped the seal loose already. So I'm guessing this probably hasn't been apart too many times. So I think these are all the same until you get into the models that have the electric lockers. I believe they're different size ring gears, so these carriers, you can put them in. There's some modifications you have to go through, but as far as Ring&Pinion goes, they are slightly different. But I have in the tracker right now, the rear end I believe is out of like a 97, 98 pickup, which would have had IFS front end. So the rear ends, the housings are longer on them. I think they're 1.5 inches wider on each side, so that means it'll match the front end that's on there right now. So can't use the axles, won't work neither. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to pull this out, have the gears swapped and rebuilt, so that I can still move the tracker around if I need to while I'm waiting to have this done. Once I get them back, get this back with the new gears, then I'm basically going to do the same process. Jack it up, pull the wheels off, slide the axles out, pull the third member out, put the one in, this one that's going to have the new gear ratio in there, and then I can move. It'll be basically done. The rear end will be done at that point. But I just didn't want to pull it out of the tracker and have it just sitting there on jack stands and not be able to move it and stuff like that. So this will just make the process go a little smoother is all. All right. So real quick, if you guys want to see the inside, that's what it looks like. There's the axle shafts. There's one on each side, and looks relatively clean inside. So that should make the rebuild on this pretty straightforward. Meaning the cleanup on it should be pretty easy. There's a little rust on the carrier from just sitting in there, but I'm sure Eddie can take care of that for us, no problem. So real quick, if you guys want a little overview of these things, if you're not real familiar. So here's the center carrier. Let's turn this around so we get some better light. There we go. So this is center carrier. That's your ring gear. Pinion is inside here, runs on the other side of the ring gear. These are your spanner nuts for setting your preload. Spider gears are inside here. Those are going to get replaced because we're using the Spartan locker, what they call like a lunchbox locker. And yeah, so this is probably somewhere around 410-ish gears if I remember right. We're jumping up to 470s, and yeah, so we're going to get this kind of wrapped up so it stays relatively clean, and get this over to Eddie and let him do his thing. Tune in for part 2 as we install the differential. Thanks for following. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share with your friends, ring that bell for notifications, and most importantly, be safe, and we'll see you on the trail.